I don't think there are many architects in the world who get to design a city. I mean, the number must be small, right? It makes me probably one of the luckiest people alive, because not only do I love my work, I love master planning. This project is my way of giving back. I've always wanted to do a project that it had 100% buy-in from everyone. The Department of Environment, the Department of Planning, to work with not just our community, but to also work with all of our agencies to make sure we could do the best and be the model for the Caribbean, much less the world. My ethos has always been a sustainable project, even on the smallest level. My early beginnings started with sustainable architecture, so much so that I designed my original practice through that was my goal. So having this project and having the ability to take those really important factors, not only community factors, but important, sustainable, but looking at it from the point of view of what is right for Cayman. So I think this development starts there, and then it takes kind of a left turn, right? Because we can't build what we've built in the past. And I think that's kind of what everyone should be doing. You should look to the past, but you should try to include your environment, and I mean that not from the environmental point of view, but literally the fact that we live in the Caribbean, that we're sitting in a place that has a lot of salt content, a lot of heat, a lot of sunlight, amazing plants, and incorporate that into the overall design. So this inside out has always been, it's in almost every project that I work on, but it really means a lot when it's putting that hospitality office product together. The entire project is designed around the experience of a user. And I'm talking from when they walk in the morning is as important to, when they get to their office or their desk, or where they spend their lunch hour, or how they spend their evening time. What can we give them as an experience from the beginning to the end? And that's why it's not just an office building. It was pretty crazy at the beginning. I think I've got maybe 6 separate master plans before we actually got to where we are. But with the same understanding of kind of creating a city center, of creating spaces that connected to each other. As our community grew, we wanted to make it more community-based. So I have redesigned to kind of think, where does someone want to go every day? And I love to travel, so heading to, say, wouldn't it be great to go to work in your favorite hotel every day instead? It's not just for us, it's not just for CEC, in fact, it's for the whole island. We have a really beautiful river design that is fully filtered water. I mean, we are looking at it from a fully sustainable point of view, using salt water. But by doing that, we're going to have kayaks, and so we have more than just working interaction. It's how can I spend my lunch hour? Maybe I'll go for a run. We have an exactly 1 mile track, and you'll actually be able to stop along the way. We're thinking of our planting down to what tree is this, because every tree has a story in Cayman using indigenous plants. So it's that kind of thought process that goes into everything that we design. And if you stop thinking of a building as an envelope for the occupancy that it is, and start thinking of it as spaces that transition between each other, I think that makes it more interesting and inviting. And it's got enough to invite moms with their kids to go for long walks. It's got enough to invite people that are trying to get as simple as get to work every day, and I've made it so accessible that you won't need to drive. Every day I go on site and I see this building growing, it's already a sense of pride, and it's a sense of pride for all of us. It's not just me. To see how far we have kind of come to get to this moment, to open a building this year will be, I think both Charlie and I will be so ecstatic in the fact that we have kind of one milestone down, but it's just the beginning. One building in a city, And so I'm always looking at it from the point of view of what's next. 10 years from now, we'll have half a city. 20 years from now, we'll have the whole city. So if you look at it from that point of view, it's not just one building that's isolated, it's this series of services and buildings that team up together to make a vibrant community.